In this video, I'm going to be going over a few reasons why I'm not excited for Forza Horizon 6. And I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to like put the game down or anything. This is just my ideas on this whole game and kind of like the genre as a whole. Not really the genre as a whole, but the series as a whole. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So before Forza Horizon 6, like even Forza Horizon maybe like 3 or 4, I'll be so excited for a Forza Horizon game. There was so much hype, there was so much, so many new features they could add. But I feel like, especially in like 5 and 6, they haven't really done that much more, in my opinion, as compared to the older games. Low-key, it's starting to feel like Forza is becoming the new like Assassin's Creed or 2K or Call of Duty in a way. So like every time a new Forza game arises, like, okay, what's new about it? Like the only thing that's really new about this game is going to be the map mainly. Like the map, maybe it looks a little bit better, the sound is going to be improved, but in terms of the gameplay and the gameplay loop, it's pretty much the same from what I understand. So I guess the first thing I wanted to say about the game is I feel like the formula is getting kind of old. And before you guys get on my ass, I want to say the game is not bad. I mean, Forza 5, Forza 4, all those games are good, and I'm sure Forza Horizon 6 will be a good game. And I feel like it's one of the best, most highest quality games. The driving is good, the graphics are good. There's like always a good amount of cars to choose from, so you don't feel like you're limited by what type of cars are in the game. But it feels like, the games are kind of going into a same kind of formula. So you go into the festival, you gotta go do all these races, you gotta go get all these boards, you gotta get all of these points. Then you unlock the next festival, then you gotta do more points and more blah 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 blah. You gotta unlock this car, you gotta go to this barn find. So I just feel like the formula is repeating over and over and over, and we're really not getting anywhere with the game. And I feel like maybe they should shift into a different direction. You know what I mean? I feel like if Forza can go more towards the story format, maybe that would change things. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna go more for open world. But even games that have open world can do a story. And I feel like a lot of the racing games nowadays are more like Forza Horizon, where they just have, do this, go here, instead of following a narrative. And, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, I feel like adding a narrative into Forza Horizon will definitely help its replayability and overall gameplay. But again, this whole video is just my opinion. This is not facts. Another point I wanted to make is I feel like the map doesn't look as detailed out as I would like it to be. I mean, we're talking about Japan. Like, this is one of the biggest, craziest, most hype things that fans have been waiting for. Like, literally, I remember people on Reddit used to look and type, what do you guys want the new map to be? And people would just spam Japan all the time, over and over again. But I feel like now is just getting to a certain point where we're just, I don't know. I just feel like the way they implemented the map into the game, based on the gameplay we've seen, just doesn't feel like they did a truly authentic version of Japan. I mean, looking at the streets and the roads, how wide the roads are and everything, I mean, I understand that they have to fit a certain handling model and the way the cars interact, but still, like, I feel like they could have pushed so much harder into the map, And I saw that there was they were boasting about the map being like about maybe like 2 times bigger or something. Instead of being 2 times bigger, I would rather it be 2 or 3 times more detailed. So have more, landmarks, more dense kind of like city vibes. Tokyo is one of the densest and biggest cities in the world. And I feel like based on what we've seen from the gameplay, like clips online, we can play the game. I will do a little bit of a playthrough when the game drops. I think it drops on the 15th for early access, and then I can't remember for the rest of the days, but pretty much, I don't know. I feel like the map could have been more detailed instead of bigger. I feel like low-key they just took the map from Mexico or UK and they just put a few landmarks here and there from Japan and they called it a day. Like, we had 5 years to work on the game and I'm not sure like where all the effort went. I'm not trying to criticize the team or anything, but just this is my opinion. But yeah, like going more into like the timeline of it, I feel like 5 years they could have pushed so much more advanced features into the game, like maybe like a crazy weather system, you know, like way better graphics, like, you know, I'm not sure what engine the Forza games run on, but I feel like the engine doesn't feel as advanced as it should, considering the last Forza game came out, what, 2021, and it doesn't feel like a leap past Forza 5. It just feels like a DLC, or maybe like you know, like this is like Spider-Man versus Spider-Man Miles Morales, or Spider-Man versus Spider-Man 2. Yes, the map is bigger, but are we really pushing the game series forward? You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man 2, a lot of people rate actually Spider-Man 1 better than Spider-Man 2 because of the story. And I feel like maybe that's the direction Forza needs to take, especially for these games. I mean, I know they have Forza Motorsport games, which are just pure, like, syncade, like Gran Turismo type of games, so they don't really have a narrative, but I feel like this game can give them a bigger canvas for them to paint their story and what they want to do with the narrative. So I think that would definitely help them in the future. So I want to make it clear, like, I don't think the developers are lazy or anything, but I feel like there is passion and talent behind the games, but I feel like it's just starting to become so commercialized. Like, it feels like GTA 5 Online, where they're just milking it, just making more DLCs over and over again to, like, get money from it, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what they did with this game. I feel like they didn't push harder into pleasing the car fans, the car enthusiasts, and adding features that we like. And obviously there is, like, a lot of good things that I will say that game does seem to have. It seems like they have more, you know, car sounds. It seems the car sounds are better. It seems like the handling is a little bit more refined. It seems like I saw they had added a bunch of customization options. I think you can buy like a house and stuff, and you can park your cars there, like in a more cooler way, in like a garage setting, compared to the older Forza games. And then there was something else. There's something called like Event Lab, where you can like create more events, like more customizable events. But personally, I think, like, to justify a brand new game 5 years after the game before is kind of a big setback in my opinion. So these are the things I would like to see. Maybe they can update the game and add this, but these are a few of the things I want to see added to Forza Horizon 6 to make it more of a complete and newer and necessary package. So number one should be a certain sense of progression, not just getting more money, more houses, more cars. I think tying progression to cars is not really a smart move, because there's so many cars. It just makes the progression it doesn't make the progression feel as special. You know, if you have like 1,000 cars in game, you're getting a car like every 4 or 5 seconds. It doesn't feel like you're earning something. I feel like if they slow down how many cars you earn, like per level, it might help. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe that could, you know, make it feel more special when you do get a car. Number two, probably make it a little bit more realistic and make the world, main thing is to make the world more realistic. Like, I feel like that's where, if they put way more emphasis and focus into it, I feel like that could have pushed this game to the next level. Like, you guys have Japan, like this is like the main religious, like, sacred areas of car culture. Like, people do toga there, they do the, you know, the highway racing there, they do midnight clubs literally from there. Like, literally so many parts of the car world are there, and I feel like they're not even paying attention to it or putting any of that DNA into the game. So it's, I don't know what's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. I'm just one guy. I'm just putting my opinion out there. If you guys, you know, have your ideas or objections to any of the points I made in this video, please put it in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, trying to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year, please give it a like and subscribe. That would definitely help. It doesn't cost you guys anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Peace.